Agricultural. It's Saxony. No, it can't be. I don't know, guys. If it had been Saxony agriculture. Alright, we got Nordic Patriotic. I know my little Discord thing is up there in the top left and you can't see. We're mechanical. Polania's got agriculture, and Albion has arguably the best board in the game. Nordic, with their patriotic board, actually goes start off with a produce, I think. Scott Harris, it's always fun to end the game with a 3-star turn. Scott Harris, what's the most stars you've ever gotten on one turn? 4 with Saxony. Okay, yes. I've gotten 4 stars on one turn with Saxony a couple times, maybe? At least once, I know. I can remember one because it was against a really good player. Not long ago, I had a 13-turn Rusviet militant round where I got 2 combat stars, an objective star, and the mech star on the last move because you have deploy. Good grief, look at our combat cards. Because you have deploy underneath move. So yeah, I got 4 stars with Rusviet militant and ended the game in 13 turns. Not too long ago. Nordic is patriotic. They should build mechs for us to attack. Trade 2 oil. Make our mechs a little bit cheaper here. You gotta look at what Albion's doing whenever you're Saxony and Albion's in the game, because they start with no combat cards. So they are an easy target if you can get to them. He's not moving to food. That can be a good sign for us. The mechanical board has power over this. So it's not the fastest board for Saxony, but we're not going to have any trouble winning combats in this game. Of course, we got 2 guys who can just hide on lakes, and Albion can just stack up a bunch of mechs in one place. So we'll have to see. Let's get another medal. Polania's got that agricultural board. They're going to trade twice to get a mech. The agricultural board, I like to trade for 2 oil. Move. Make the mech cheaper. Trade for 2 more oil. Move. Make the mech cheaper. And then after doing that twice, you're sitting on... You can trade for the speed mech and the submerged mech and then go to the factory. And you hit the factory in turn 8, which isn't the fastest, but it's enough. I think you're sitting on... How many workers at that point? You're sitting on 4 workers, so you're also 1 produce away from the worker star. Albion still at 0 cards. See, Nordic's kind of worked him into a spot where he has to trade, right? Worked himself into a spot. Okay, we're going to get some power. We're going to get our first mech, and we're going to go speed. And we go speed first, of course, because then when we move next, we can move this guy up here to the village, and then move the character all the way here, where if we'd gone with any other mech, we couldn't have gotten the character all the way to the encounter with one move. These cards are ridiculous. It's so good. What you gonna go with, Polania? Yeah. Maybe that. I doubt they'll go there. They really should. They really should think long and hard about that. 3 oil. Yeah, okay. I don't know about the oil, but the one worker option is really nice when you are sitting on a village. With you get the encounter either for Polania or Saxony, because it drops a worker onto the village and you're already one produce closer to getting to 5 workers or the worker star if that's what you're going for. Alright, Albion's going to make a mech we can fight. Scott Harris, am I the only one watching? Not according to my screen. The only one using chat, which I appreciate it when people use chat. Alright. What are we doing? We're going to move. Let's see what we get here. We're going to go here, because this is going to allow us to get our mechs out faster. So let's think this through a minute. We want the worker star because we're Saxony. It's one of the easiest stars to get. So it's going to take us 1 produce to get to 3 workers, 2 produces to get to 5, and 3 produces to get to 8. That's 3 more metal. So that's 7 metal. We only need 6 metal. So we're set on metal. This is going to get fun here in a minute if Albion doesn't go for an enlist or trade for some cards soon. No, there's an upgrade. What'd they upgrade? Not their combat cards, their power bolster, looks like. Bolster power, okay. These are some gosh awful objectives, that's for sure. Are we gonna have to go Power Star here? Polania's got their speed, they've got their submerge. They can go to the factory this turn. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's not good for us either. Why would they go there instead of there? Oh, they have divide and conquer. They want that divide and conquer objective. Okay. This could work for us, actually. Albion uses 1, of course. So Polania has 2 cards, Albion has 1 card. That means the most either one of them could put up is 7. We're at 2 stars this turn, guys. Just haven't decided how we're going to do it. Well, maybe Albion will get some nice resources and put them there for us, like some wood or something we can build a... Because they just have 1 combat card. It doesn't do them any good to have a mech and a character. They don't have the shield mech where they get power. Just have rally. Ooh, yeah, get that food. Yes! Yes! And Polania cannot move next turn. Albion cannot move next turn because they just moved. Oh, but he spent the food. He's going to get combat cards. Oh, of course. He's about to go to 3 combat cards, I'm sure. See, we wanted that food because then we could have produced and then we could have gotten this enlist. It's enlist guy right here. No, he went for power. Alright, Polania, it's your lucky day. It's too bad we don't have divide and conquer. How are you supposed to get balanced workforce with the mechanical board? I have no idea. Okay. And here's the thing. He doesn't want this character to get sent back. So I'm going to hope here. You know what? Oh, so we made the right call. I went for this mech first, hoping that he wouldn't go all out, but then the gut said to... This is such a waste, but he's probably gonna throw. Just watch him have a 5 and throw it. No, just 2. That precious 5 is gone. It's hard to... mean, that's a huge setback for Polania. So we got 2 combats, which is good for us. But we can't get too distracted here. We need to keep working on this worker star. Nordic's not going to give us any mechs we can fight. Albion's a match for us right now. It won't be in a minute. We can't reach the other Polania mech. It's tempting to go get another mech. We're going to produce. We can't get either one of our objectives, so that means mech star, worker star, and probably 4 combats, which is a tall order. Usually with Saxony, you want to get 2 or 3. Four is just, it's tough. But we've got a low power Polania right here, who, if they keep giving us stuff to fight, could go well. No, they're going to stay on the water now. They've had their fill, I guess. We can hit Nordic. It's expensive, though. Albion's going to stay clustered together. Guys, it's going to be hard to get 4 combats in this game. Not going to lie. So produce, build a mech, produce, build a mech, produce. We can hem Albion in, though. That's something we can do. They just give up a 5 for that? They're back to... Oh, but they can... Now they can get 2 combat cards off the... Right? They went power last time, didn't they? Yeah, they're back to 2, but they gave up that 5. Nordic's gonna build a mech soon. Just in case we get a hankering to go fight Nordic. How's this going so far? Albion's got more coin than us. They've got as much territory as us because of those flag tokens. Their coins makes up for the 1 star. We need 2 more combats. Just not sure where they're going to come from. We can't invade this space over here. The Polania character is completely safe just to sit there. We obviously cannot go onto lakes. Albion just got shield. It's going to make him harder to attack. Scott, what other board games do you play? I have played, Settlers was my first game, right? It's everybody's first game. Played Agricola, Puerto Rico. I've got several Ticket to Ride games. It's a little out of this vein, but I like the Battlestar Galactica board game. Trying to think what else I have in my closet downstairs. I've enjoyed Pandemic. I don't own it. Did I say Puerto Rico? I like Kalis. I like Kalis quite a bit. It's just so hard to play any of those games after Scythe, man, because like you just got this huge, beautiful, epic board, and then I go and get Kalis out, and the board's like 1.5 feet by a foot, and I'm like, what is this? We could beat Nordic, but we'd be draining ourselves pretty low. We just need to not get left behind here. Total points. Thanks, Polania. You see that, guys, right? Underpass. Cost us 3 power for a guaranteed victory right there. Not really sure why he did that. We go in mech number 4, Polania? Yes. That was interesting. I showed 3 stars before it showed that he'd taken the mech. No, he already has 4 mechs. That's why he's not taking the mech. So we gain 2 oil and popularity, and then what? Dismiss the encounter. He's still a ways away from the upgrade star. Polania does not have a factory card. Which means they can't move next turn. We don't have disarm. Not yet. Nordic doubled up on their mechs. as well do this, I guess. Puts us forever away from the factory, but... And we're going to save this 5 because we're going to get back up to 7 power. And if we have a 5 and 7 power, we're guaranteed a 1v1 fight. We're going to get so few opportunities for fights in this game, we just can't play fast and loose. Hopefully this gives us a recruit. We're really hoping for a recruit off this encounter. We're like 4 food. 2 food is not enough. What are we going to get off of this? Wood. You don't need the worker. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to put our last mech right here, I think. We're going to move all our workers to here. Then we're going to use this guy to 1, 2, take 3 of them over here. I mean, we're ahead. I'm not sure we need to do that. I'm not sure we need to play for more combat cards. I'm also not sure anyone's going to give us another opportunity at combat. Well, there's one. No. Of course not. Of course not. Scott Harris, I think video has frozen. Maybe refresh it, man. Okay, unfrozen. Yeah, because it says my stream health is excellent, so I think we're okay on that front. Yeah, we're going to go for the combat cards here. So here comes Disarm. Next turn we move all workers to here. We take 3 of the workers here. Next turn, Worker Star, get the Enlist, get 2 combat cards. Or Polania is going to do that. And we're going to really wish that we were on a mine. Or even just a... Guess we'll just do what we were going to do. Resources. He's spreading out, but we've still got the most here. Polania doesn't have a factory card. That means they moved last turn. Huh. No, we can't get to Polania before he has a chance to escape to the water again. Gotta stick with the plan. And just to recap, what we're doing is we're gonna do a little fancy moving here so that we have 2 workers here and 3 here in a mech with each set. The next turn we'll produce, get the worker star, and get an enlist, pick this one, get 2 combat cards. Hope they're as good as the ones we've been getting. And then that's going to give us the ammunition to go after probably Albion. So we'll be sitting on tunnels. Yeah, Nordic doesn't want anything to do with us right now. And that actually lowered our score a little bit. You gotta be careful about getting to 5 stars as Saxony, and you gotta be careful because if you don't have the most points and you're at 5 stars, people will see you and it's free combats because they attack you, you have to throw 0 or the game's over and you lose. But Albion's not in a position to attack us. Polania just got some serious power, so they could, but they have to spread out, and I'm not sure they can spread out enough. Plus we're not at 5 stars yet anyway. Albion feels it coming. He feels it coming. Although he left this guy by his lonesome. It's like Sax doesn't have a 5. He can't have a 5. Okay, let's think this through. We produce, we get the worker star next turn. Albion can't move. It's our turn again. We move, we fight Albion. Star number 6. And we take 2 territories away from him and we pick up some additional ones. Oh, but we had to spend the power to... Ooh. He probably has a 5 in there. What's Polania gonna do next turn? He's gonna go on the water again. Okay, we got 7 minutes. We gotta think about this for a second. Because Polania has to think the game's about to end, right? So they've got to... If I was Polania, what I would think is, can I get to 35, 36 coin, and then attack Saxony? And I think the answer is no, because they need 11, which would be 5, 6 territories, and there's no way. 1, 2, 3. They just... 4. They can't do it. If we go power, then Albion can't move. And assuming Polania has left us alone, we're going power. Because then we can use We can use one movement to leave a worker, say here or here, and bump that worker, and the other one to go there. Albion will get 2 power for being attacked, but they can't spend more than 7 anyway. We'll have 7 and a 5. Polania can't attack us through the game. This might be game, guys. Unless Albion does something to really jack their points up. Are they close to a tier? They are, but they already have their popularity from the... They don't have their trade upgraded. They can't get another encounter. Let's see what they do. We're only 1 point behind. We're going to take 2 territories away from them functionally with this. We're going to get 3 more coins out of a... So we'll pick up 1, 2, 3 territories. They'll lose 2. That's a 5 territory swing. That's 10 coins. Plus 3 off this 6 star. That's 13 coins. He just got a mech and he's thinking about where to put it. Doesn't really matter. We pick up the same number of territories either way. We're going to get 3 territories either way. Alright. The -2 power that you just saw pop up on the screen, that's for when he attacks. It's not for when he gets attacked. Nordic just got a bunch of coin there, but he doesn't have that much. This should be game, guys. We'll only take 1 territory away from Albion. That's the downside. We're not going to attack with 2 mechs though. What would be the point? So we'll go get the factory. Yeah, why not? Use disarm. It doesn't have any impact on anything, but why not use it? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Mechanical Saxony in 15 turns. We didn't crack 50 that game, but it was enough. All right.